In the heart of South Africa, nestled among the rolling hills and hidden by the thick veil of the night, lies a cemetery unlike any other. Tucked away from prying eyes and accessible only through a winding, overgrown path, this cemetery is rumored to hold secrets darker than the African night itself. The locals speak of it in hushed tones, warning travelers to steer clear after sunset. They say that once the moon rises high in the sky and casts its eerie glow over the tombstones, the restless spirits awaken from their slumber. Legend has it that the cemetery was built upon an ancient burial ground of a forgotten tribe. Disrespected and desecrated by colonial settlers long ago, the spirits of the ancestors vowed revenge on anyone who dared disturb their eternal rest. One stormy night, Sarah, an adventurous traveler with a fascination for local folklore, stumbled upon the cemetery during her exploration of the rural South African countryside. Ignoring the warnings of the villagers, she ventured in, her flashlight cutting through the dense fog that clung to the ground. The air grew colder as Sarah wandered deeper into the maze of crumbling graves and moss-covered tombstones. She felt an unsettling presence, as if unseen eyes were watching her every move. Ignoring the creeping sense of dread, she pressed on, drawn by an inexplicable curiosity. Suddenly, a bone-chilling wind whipped through the cemetery, extinguishing her flashlight. Alone in the darkness, Sarah's heart pounded in her chest as she fumbled for matches to relight her only source of comfort. Just as she managed to strike a match, she heard faint whispers echoing around her. The voices grew louder, their words unintelligible yet filled with a desperate longing. Terror gripped Sarah as she realized she was no longer alone. Out of the corner of her eye, she caught glimpses of shadowy figures darting among the gravestones. Some appeared as flickering lights, while others took the form of spectral apparitions. They moaned and wailed, their anguish piercing through the silent night. Sarah stumbled back, her breath hitching in her throat as the spirits closed in around her. Frantically, she tried to retreat, but an invisible force seemed to hold her in place, trapping her within the confines of the haunted cemetery. Just when all hope seemed lost, a piercing scream shattered the eerie silence. The villagers, drawn by the unearthly commotion, arrived wielding torches and chanting ancient prayers. The spirits recoiled at the sound of their voices, fading back into the darkness from whence they came. They found Sarah trembling amidst the graves, her eyes wide with terror. With trembling hands they led her away from the cursed cemetery, warning her never to return lest the spirits claim her soul for eternity. To this day, Sarah refuses to speak of her harrowing ordeal in that forsaken cemetery. Yet, those who dare to venture near the haunted grounds of South Africa's most infamous burial site still whisper tales of restless spirits, and the night the living came face to face with the dead.